Good morning guys, it's 6:30 in the morning. Today is day 4 where we continue to ride with the Nomadic Nights tour. Today we ride to Rasuwagadi. On day 4 we ride 130 kilometers as we make our way to the Nepal Tibetan border. Everybody's getting their bikes ready for today's ride. I've heard a rumour it could be a challenging one today. We're just waiting for the briefing and we'll get set off. Luckily for us, we're going out the hotel on our first turn is left. They do ride on the left hand side of the road here, so we're going with the traffic. The first battle's just to get out the city here, and then hopefully we'll find out what the roads are going to be like. I think we've got quite a bit of off-roading. If it rains, it's going to get muddy. If it's dry, it's going to get dusty. So today is extremely warm. It's only kind of 9:30 in the morning, but already the temperature is soaring. I've got the air jacket on again today. I think I might have to change tomorrow as we start gaining some altitude. I believe we're at about 4,500 feet at the minute. So one other thing we've had to do, everybody's taking altitude sickness tablets. So we've got a guidebook with some directions to get us out the city. Here we go guys. Straight out into the chaos of Kathmandu once again. It's just nice to get moving on the bike. Just that little bit of airflow makes a massive difference when you stood around. So it's absolutely beautiful weather today in Kathmandu. The sun is shining, the temperature is rising, but first things first, we're going to try and navigate ourselves out this city. Right, we are turning right at the roundabout. So need to adjust these mirrors a little bit. So we've all just pulled in just to quickly regroup. Looks like we're turning back on ourselves. Oh, come on guys, let's go. We've had to turn around for some unknown reason. We're pulling over. We're getting fuel. The boss man has decided to fuel the bikes up. He did say at the briefing we wasn't sure where we were going to do it, but this is where we all have to compact ourselves in as tight as possible. I was just looking at this fuel station here and it looks very, very dated, shall we say. Look at the pumps. I'm surprised they're not working them by hand. Right, just make a bit of room for everybody else. Bike for a second here and there, just show you the wider angle of where we've just fueled up. Look at that, it looks like something from about the 18th century. All the bikes have to compress in together because what happens is if you leave any gaps, then some of the locals will nip in and more than likely they'll get served first, and it kind of affects the bill because the boss man there is trying to pay for one bill for all our bikes. Just over that bridge there, the traffic is absolute chaos. That's where we've just come from. That's where we're heading. Right, here we go. We're trying to head back onto this left hand side and we're going to try and cut across. 10 times. Right, we're fueled up. I think there was quite a bit of fuel still in my bike. It didn't seem to take them long to top it up. I mean, when we get into some of these remote places, and they will be remote, fuel stations are very, very limited. Luckily, the Royal Enfield Himalayan has got a massive tank range, and this is why this sort of bike is perfect for these kind of adventures. I mean, just in one day I've seen 2 motorcycle accidents. I remembered to set the clock today as well to 0. Oh, we're through, we're through. Yeah, you've really got to take care with these buses on the left. It's getting tighter. Go on, buddy. I thought I'd let him go. Pedestrians are trying to cross the road. Whoa, he was pulling out.
Nah, it's a bit edgy, man.
Yeah, you squeeze through there. There you go. I knew we'd fit. Crowd, we're going to be turning right down here. 4.2 kilometers. We've actually done 4.4, but obviously we span round to go get some fuel. It looks like the traffic's moving on this side, and we are going right. Seems to be a few ambulances out today. I mean, you can just see how busy it is around this city. Imagine doing this every day. I mean, I love riding in it. I don't think I'd want to live in it. So is he turning right, or is he letting me go? Who knows? Sometimes you just got to go for it. So as we've got to the end of this road, we're kind of on the pegs for a bit now. The road has disappeared. I'm kind of thinking we're not going to get no rain today, but honestly, you cannot tell. I think we have been slightly warned today that it could get quite challenging later on. It looks like we're going through the town centre here. We'll squeeze through past the bus. Oh, I think we got a man down. Did we got a man down? Oh, that was close. I don't know if you saw that on the camera, what I saw. Saw the back end go. He's looking at his bike. He's thinking, what happened there? Maybe he just lost grip, but he stayed up. That's the main thing. We've just started to sort of wind up the mountain hills now. I'm trying to wind it on. Second gear, full throttle. Takes a little time to build them revs up. As soon as you lose that momentum, you start pressing the brake. It takes a little bit to get the bike moving again. You don't need to rev them out. They won't go any quicker. You just need to squeeze the throttle and ride the corners. That's quite steep. Oh, we've got his biker on the left here. Nearly kind of ran into him. It's a first gear job, this one. These corners are tight. The one thing I do like about these Enfields is the seat is comfortable. Okay, so we've just had a little stop. It's not a chai stop, but I think we're going to get some photos. So I've just parked the bike, so it's uphill. Yeah, we've got to watch the edge there because you could quite easily end up down there. Yeah, I mean, you can just see how the road snakes around the mountains, and that's kind of what we've been doing. It's absolutely beautiful. So everybody's just setting off again down the hills. One of the reasons we stopped was for the leader Alex to find out what's happening with these permits, with these visas to get into Tibet, and we've had no news yet. So we are literally making our way to the border with no visa. Yeah, I mean, it's still quite worrying. So we're all going off with the thought that no news is good news. I'm the last one to leave again. Look at the size of these rocks. That's from the landslides. The visa for us to allow to go into the country, it's quite a lengthy bit of paperwork. Normally you just jump on a bike and that would be your bike. On this particular occasion we get allocated a bike. All the engine numbers, frame numbers, etc. have got to be taken, documented down, and that's related to us. And literally we are making our way to the border to do the border crossing tomorrow. And yeah, like I said, we don't have a visa yet, so we're hoping we'll find out any time today that that's been granted. Fingers crossed. This guy's here washing their bike. I think he tried to get me with a hose then. Thing is, when you're on these descents, you don't really want to be accelerating a lot because you can soon gather speed. So it's great to get back out with the Nomadic Nights team. Whoa, that was a bit of a drop. I didn't see that coming. These guys are absolutely fantastic at running these extreme motorcycle adventures. It's not just about the riding, it's about the evenings as well. Spending your time with like-minded people. It's such good fun. We have a laugh every minute. We are outside the monsoon season, but as we head towards Mount Everest, it will get quite cold. And we've got a bit of a waterfall here, look. Yeah. Oh, there's a little dog in the road. So I've not seen many dogs on the road. To be honest, there's a lot less than when I've seen in India. Whoa, whoa, God, the back end of that kicked up massively then. So it looks like we're riding through a bit of a valley now. As you can see, we are just surrounded by the mountains. We've got a nice bit of straight road. Uh-oh, crazy goats. One or two have got like muzzles on them. I guess they do that to stop them biting each other. Just seeing this sort of bike frame that's hung up on here. Looks like it's like a 150 Honda frame that's kind of just attached to a sign. There's a big kind of eagle swooping around there. I'm just checking my map. 43 kilometers. I think we're going to be stopping any time now. Yeah, so far it's been a great ride. It's nice just to take in all the different scenery. All the little villages you pass through are kind of slightly different, but then you get kind of like little shanty houses, and then some are quite modern. So there's a real mix of buildings here. Got some army guys out on patrol here, heavily armed. Not quite sure what weapons they are, but they look like they can do some serious damage. Just going to stop on this bridge so you can have a little look. You can see a guy walking across this kind of looks like a foot suspension bridge, but you can see the width of the river. I'd imagine in the rainy season this is completely underwater on these embankments. We've just stopped for our first chai stop. You can probably see from the sweat running down my forehead, it is absolutely roasting because we're only at 2,000 feet up to now. It's been a great ride so far. Real good combination of a bit of tarmac, some nice hills, some hairpin turns, and a bit of off-roading. Just take you in just to show you around, see what's going off in here. They have a selection of cold drinks and they rustle up a little bit of food in here. Everybody's getting stuck into the chai, and
the baby midget bananas.
They are the smallest bananas.
Twice as intense as any banana grown in the UK.
Right guys, so that is the chai stop over. Not sure if this bus is trying to get past me or not, but I think it might have just stopped. Yeah, nice to get a refreshment. I presume we're going this way. I didn't actually see anybody leave. So we've got 80 kilometers to go. I think this is where it gets interesting. I mean, they've had plenty of rain in India, so whether that's washed over to this area. At the minute it's just bone dry and dusty. I was concerned back there if I'd done any damage to my front wheel because I hit a pothole so hard. It kind of rattled me a little bit. All the kids just waving. Here's another security check. But yeah, I think we'll see. They may pull us, may not. Nah, just not interested. So as we've got towards what I'm guessing is the top, you can see the visibility has completely gone. You can feel the mountain mist coming over, and it's quite refreshing, to be honest. So you can see the waterfall coming off the hills there. Absolutely fantastic the way it comes down over the roads. He stalled his bike. Oh, Goats in road. They're quite tame. They're all well behaved. Well, here's one of the bikers coming down the mountain. We've just stopped. Let's have a look at this. Look over this edge here, and whoa! I tell you what, you've got to have a good head for heights. It looks like some sort of dam down there. You can see all the waterfalls rolling off the mountain. So it's getting a little bit more technical now. Got this big digger, scoot past him. Yeah, I'd imagine if this gets wet, then we could be in trouble. Yeah, it's getting a bit more challenging. Kind of slippy rocks. Oh no, we've got a man down. We've got a man down. He's not good, guys. Can we get the bike off him? Do you want to come and rest on these rocks to the side here? Right. Okay. Right. He's not good.
Grab on my bike, grab the orange.
Oh, this is serious, guys. Move my bike out of the way. He don't look good. It's quite serious. Let's see if we've got some. Oh, we've got 4G full signal. Right, so yeah, that wasn't good. It's never nice to witness anything like that. You know, these rocks are really slippy, really big, and you can see how misty it is now. And one of the riders there had a bad crash out. He's okay, but he's just waiting for the support truck now. We're kind of just going to keep pressing on, just so we don't delay the whole team too much. But I think he's going to be fine. I mean, look at this. This is pretty hard terrain. I was told there was a tour here a few years ago and 5 people didn't make it through this bit. I mean, it's not even raining today, guys, so you can imagine what this is like when it's wet. And then you get around the corner and the mist clears and the sun is shining. It's a decent sized waterfall there. This one's running under the road. Wow, look at that. And that's coming right from the top there and rolling right off this edge. So if we could take a closer look, that looks pretty amazing. Like, we're getting bogged down here. Just when you think you're out of the thick of it, oh, it's a neutral. We are on the wrong side of the road for this. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be fun for the other guys. Here they come. See how they get on. The problem is with this, you've got trucks coming from either way. They're stuck in the middle of the wrong side. Here's a local. He knows the route. They should have waited for him. It just gets a little bit boggy. There's a little bit that you can't see there, that if you get stuck in it. Yeah, we're all through. Well done, guys. He's getting through on a sports bike. Here we go. Got a couple of cheeky monkeys. Yeah, they're just bouncing up there. Oh, there's quite a few actually. There's a couple on the stairs there, sort of bouncing off. Yeah, this last 6k as well has been a little bit challenging. It is slightly spitting. Oh, it just jumps out of gear. APF checkpoint. The guys there heavily armed. These guys are getting the papers out. He asked me for some papers and he's like, papers, papers. I was like, what papers? There's no way I'm getting past there. Oh, come on. I mean, I don't mind squeezing through some tight spots, but I'm not going to get through here. So just back there I was completely searched. I'm kind of on my own here as well. Our passports, we don't have them with them. We're always carrying documents, but our passports are with the agent who's still trying to get us these permits into Tibet. They pulled my drone out, sort of pointing at it, and I was just kind of shrugging my shoulders. Yeah, they kind of let me go really, but I don't even know what the rules are, to be honest. I don't think I should be filming right now. Well, might be an opportunity to get through. I just hopefully they're going to let me through. Right, God, this is a right battle here. Right next to the cow. Stinks. Come on, we've got to be about there. I'm clocking 128 kilometers. I think this is the hotel. Here we go. Here they are. Here's the boys. We have made it. Oh, the boys are already on the beers already. Cheers, lads. So guys, we've made it to the hotel. The Hotel Riverview looks a superb place. We're only 1 kilometre from the Tibetan border. Today has been a challenging ride, 130 kilometres, and it's been a tough one. And we still haven't heard any news on whether we've got our visas. So join me tomorrow in the next episode and we'll find out whether we can enter Tibet. So I hope you liked the video, guys. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Give us a like and I'll see you in the next one. This is a proper little shanty town. So we've got to walk across the border and take the bikes. How does that work? They don't know I'm recording because it is strictly forbidden. Every bike is getting searched. We have been waiting about 3 hours. We are getting searched.